Hey guys, I am back. It's been a bit. And I'm working on just a little fun project. I haven't stopped. I mean, technically, okay, I haven't worked on the Silent Bells game since Halloween. Well, since sometime in October. I was working on it for October, and then I ran into some hiccups due to my own stupidity. They were not actual issues. I was just too stupid to figure out how to solve them. Um, so I'm going to try and implement some workarounds for some issues I ran into while developing, and then go from there and continue with development and hopefully have a demo out at some point. I'm going to stop promising a demo though. For those of you that have been, following the development and whatnot, um, I feel like I've been messing up personally by over promising. Especially since I'm a solo developer, so there's not much I can do on my own exactly. And that is annoying. Can I fix that in some way? I mean, the simple way would be to just lower the terrain. But anyways, so yeah, that's enough of the Silent Bell stuff. I will continue working on it. Um, and I'll probably start doing updates again at some point. But for right now, kind of mental health focus is what I'm focusing on my mental health. Um, as I was getting real stressed out working on it, and mostly because of me over promising. But you're probably wondering what the fuck this is. You might be able to tell based on the name at the top. This is a remake of the Black Ops 1 tutorial. And you might be thinking, Black Ops 1 didn't have a tutorial level, and you'd be correct. However, the Black Ops 1 for the Nintendo DS did have a tutorial level. And that is what I remade. It's obviously not fully completed. Can I walk through? Son of a bitch, that doesn't have collision. Please tell me these have collision. Thank God. Okay. See, this is why you don't just take random assets you find. You run into issues like this. Anyways, besides that issue that I can easily fix by just giving it a collision box, this is a pretty faithful remake. The video I was watching never showed what was over here, so I just put a door down. But yeah, normally you would spawn pretty much about where I placed the player, right about here. And then there would be a NPC dude right here. And he would, yada yada yada, go through the obstacle course, and then you run through it real fast. Got to crouch under that, which, yes, this does actually have collision, and no, you can't jump over it. I've tried. Shit, I forgot about the ladder. I didn't think about that, actually. I guess you could jump on it. And also something with this that's interesting that I did on accident. You can't jump over it if you're walking, only if you're running. Unless, of course, you go up on the side right there, then you can jump over it. But yeah, you can only jump over this. Okay, you have to get a running start, and then you can jump over it. Can a walking start work? I didn't test that yet, I don't think. Okay, yeah, you just need a running or walking start to jump over it. And then, of course, you can do it stationary by standing right here. So I haven't added any actual mantling system. That will come later. But yeah, there's just very basic movements. And then, yeah, that's automatic. You don't climb up the ladder climbs you. Could you imagine I do the Outer Wilds thing? You don't fly through the universe flies through or around you. And then this says E to pick up. I'm on controller though, if you can't tell based on the very slow movement. This is what it looks like on mouse and keyboard. but at the moment I'm on controller. So yeah, I need to make it so that that text will change based on controller, well, based on what you're using to control the game. But yeah, you pick it up and then da 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 and da 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 da. Yeah, good enough. And as you can see, there's a little ammo thing. There's no reload animation at the moment. And if I add one, it's probably just going to be the gun just, gets moved down and then gets moved back up. But yeah, there's also ADSing. So yeah, pretty cool. And something you might notice, the bullets actually don't go where your crosshair is. Except for when you're aiming down sight. But you don't have a crosshair when you're aiming down sight. So yeah, the only way you kind of have to compensate for that. I could, if I wanted to, move the crosshair. But then it would be off center. But I might do that, honestly. I might have the cross hair be moved slightly. But let's see. Well, okay, so if I move it, it would get moved to there, but then let me put my finger down where I want to move it. So then after doing that, if I shoot at this guy, it would actually be slightly off at a distance then. Yeah, the further away you shoot, the closer the line goes to the middle of your screen. Oh, also, as you can see, we have... You technically could call these tracer rounds, but it's actually just a ray trace. But yeah, you have actual bullet physics that they drop, as you can see. And the red line is... The line changes color based on the speed of the bullet. I think we can get a good... Yeah. See how it bounced off of the fence? So yeah, when it came through... So it went through here, and then it was yellow when it hit this, and then when it bounced off of this, it was red. That is based on its speed. So it's green, green, yellow, red. Pretty neat. And as you can see, there's also bullet holes. So yeah, you can see where the bullet travels. Which, by the way, I didn't realize that would happen, actually. I didn't think about that. Yeah, the decal only slightly works. I didn't think about the fact that if it hit the fucking fence, that would happen. Which, yeah, since this fence is, the fence doesn't actually have holes. So, when you shoot the fence, it just gets shot. So, it's jank, but I kind of feel like that captures the DS games in a way. Like, the jankiness it has is better than the DS games. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to be able to play the Call of Duty DS games without losing my sanity. And for those who have played the Call of Duty DS games, you know what I'm talking about. Those games are a pain in the ass to try and play. So that's kind of why I did this, and why I'm doing this, is I just want to be able to play the games without losing my sanity, and I thought it would just be a fun little project. Also, this ground is going to get changed to wood, but this is just, I didn't feel like trying to find a wood texture. So yeah, this is what we have right now. Son of a bitch, those are off by a little bit. I need to push that in. I hate everything. You know what? Once again, the jank is purposeful, okay? That's going to be my excuse. Can I jump over that? Do we have an issue here? Let me try. So I'm going to try sprinting at it and crouching. Huzzah! Fuck. Okay, we got to add an invisible wall there, apparently. Oh, god damn it. Please tell me. Okay, there we go. Can I get back over? Barely. Okay. Let's see. Is there any other spots that look sketch? Probably right here. Oh, fuck. Press the wrong button. Oh, you can barely make that one, too. Holy crap. Nice. Now the question is, do I keep those because they're funny? Or do I get rid of it? And I just thought about the fact that, yeah, you can jump over this. Oh my god. I think I'm keeping those. Okay, at least I'm going to keep that one because that's just funny. I might block getting out of bounds off, though. Which, by the way, I blocked this off. Originally, this is funny. Originally, I had this blocking volume up like this. So the idea was you'd be able to shoot through, but you wouldn't be able to run or jump through. Until I remembered you could crouch jump. So I tried crouch jumping, and it worked. I got through, and I was all like, ah, shit. So I had to rework the blocking volume to be able to only block everything except for, or not block everything except for the player. So yeah, I had to do some workarounds for that. And speaking of workarounds, we can just place this right here. Probably that'll stop people. If it doesn't, I don't give a shit. If it doesn't, they deserve it. You know? If they're able to jump past all this bullshit, they fucking deserve it. I'll give it to them. They deserve to be out of bounds. They earned it, you know? Actually, that would be funny. Even if I'm not sure if it's possible to get out of bounds, I might start adding like a trigger for if the player manages to get out of bounds. I'm going to add a trigger for like an achievement or something. Oh yeah, also, this mountain is massive, but boring as shit. It's just there to make you feel like there's stuff going on past you, when in reality, this is the map. And this is true for a lot of games. I'm gonna see if it looks better pushing it up like that. The big area that I need to make sure of is if up here when you jump, that is, yeah, very noticeable. So yeah, we gotta push it back down. At what point is it not noticeable is the question. So let's see, if I come over here and go up a little bit. Yeah, okay, we're still good. Now we're not. So right about there is like the max of what I can. Nope. I can see a little bit. Okay, that's pretty much the max. In fact, I'm going to push it a little bit below that. Now the thing is, this part of the range is just not something you see because it's blocked off. So I'm thinking of also trying to maybe make the range bigger. Like if I scale it way up. How does that look? Ooh, I actually kind of like that. Yeah, I kind of like that. God fucking... Let's see. I need to turn off motion blur, but yeah. Yeah. Okay, this one's so close, though, that it's like... so fucking... massive, dude. Like, I think I have to shrink it down. Back to, like, about 1. Oh, I actually went below 1. 1. Son of a bitch. There we go. No, unlock it. 1, 1. There we go. Okay, we can lock it back down, I guess. So yeah, let's just move it closer then. so that these are at least noticeable to an extent. And let's see, how does that look? It's blocked by the tree, so you can't really see it, but I think that's better, arguably. And then we can just like size it up a little bit so you can see them better. The reason I pushed them far away was because they were too close looking to the player. That's the thing. You got to be able to have them far away in the background, but not too far that... Ooh, actually, I kind of like how that looks. Like, if the player were to jump up, they'd see kind of like a trail going on right there. That kind of blends in well, actually. That works. Yeah, I like that. In fact, we could bring it up a little bit more. Okay, that's... actually, because we are surrounded by hills, we could bring it up more, possibly. Nah, okay. Worth a try. Bring it back down. Yeah, okay, bring it down a little bit more then. Okay. And now let's try sizing it up so we can see the hilltops a little bit. Yep. Yeah, so through the trees, you'll be able to see the hills and whatnot. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Do that. Yeah, I think that works a little bit. Bring it back down. Okay, I'm gonna say that's good enough. Anyways, that's it for this devlog. This is just gonna be a side project I work on. It'll probably be super simple since I pretty much have everything done. Like all that's necessary now is building the maps. Quite literally, that's all I have is building maps and adding the cutscenes and events and whatnot. And since it was made on a DS, the cutscenes aren't too difficult to recreate. So I'm gonna kind of keep like the DS aesthetic. In fact, I might put like a filter over everything to make it more pixelated slightly. Maybe shrink the resolution a little bit, something like that. Just make it so that the graphics aren't that good. I mean, the graphics already aren't fantastic, but that's because I haven't put any filters over it. Just so you know, most games only look good because of a bunch of fucking filters they put over everything. If you were to go into the editor, no filters on the camera and whatnot, the game would look like shit. At least if it was made in Unreal Engine. So yeah, like if I were to put some filters over this, it would look a lot better. But I don't feel like doing that yet. Which another thing I did is, oh, whoopsies. I actually made the sun. Going to my lighting. The sun is directly over your head. So that's another thing I could change. Is like the direction. So if we just, there it is. So yeah, we could give this some more interesting lighting if we wanted to. Something like that, you know, some dusk lighting. We're lagging a little bit now. But yeah, so we could do this and instantly it already looks a little bit better. But it also is more laggy because there's more shadows and light tracing that has to get done. So I decided to go with an overhead look instead because I just liked it more. But we could do like an early morning kind of look. Like this. Yeah, I think I kind of like this. I'll mess around with some shaders and whatnot. But yeah, as you can see, literally just changing the lighting has drastically changed my FPS. If we go back to overhead lighting, where it's like fucking noon, I go up to like 70, you know? Which, okay, yeah, we're actually a little past noon. I think probably right about, yeah, right there. Oh, nope. Go back. Shit. There we go. Okay, that's noon. And now if we look at it, we'll see that I go up to, yeah, 70 frames because there's barely any shadows to, there's just far less lighting to go through. So, yeah. I'll mess with things, you know. I'll see what looks good, what works well, and I'm probably going to add in, I don't know how to do this. This is my first time ever looking into this stuff, but there's a thing in here called volumes. We have the location volume, which is a volume representing a location in the world used for world partition loading regions. So pretty much I can separate this level into partitions. So I can pretty much say, yeah, once the player is past this point, unload everything that's over here because they're not going to be seeing it. So everything that's like behind this will not be loaded when the player is over here. So that's something I'm probably going to mess with to get some better performance and whatnot. But that will come way later when I actually, you know, have this pretty much finished where the only thing I need to do is make it performance wise better and whatnot. So yeah. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.